total opposite. It's total opposite. You know, when you're in Charlotte, you kind of used to losing. It's kind of your DNA.
So the Charlotte Hornets are pretty bad right now. They've been pretty bad for about as long as anybody who watches the NBA can remember. On the bright side, they do have their franchise player in LaMelo Ball, who's entering the fourth year, or rather is in the fourth year of his NBA career, and he is their franchise player, and he's a damn good one at that. But for one reason or the other, the team's success hasn't really catapulted Charlotte to the next level. They're 10-36 currently, and they haven't made the playoffs in the entire LaMelo Ball tenure. Not only that, the Charlotte Hornets haven't sniffed the playoffs in about 7 seasons. Rewinding back to the 2015-2016 season, where this team was led by their franchise player and franchise point guard at the time, Kemba Walker. Yeah, 2016, that was the last time the Hornets made the playoffs. They never made the playoffs again in the Kemba Walker tenure, and I'm here to go back in time and change that. Alright, the year is 2016. Ignore what's in the top right corner. I had to do the LeBron era to have some sense of realism. The year is 2016. I did this off camera, but I simulated through the 2015 and 2016 season for the Hornets, and I kept everything realistic as to what was going on around the NBA. Yeah, I uploaded a roster that was made from the community for the 2015 to 2016 season, the last season that the Hornets made the playoffs, and everything looks about accurate. I even went in and changed like the potentials and peak start and peak ends for players that are going to develop at a high rate and stuff. So yeah, we got a realistic historic rebuild of the Charlotte Hornets from 2016. I wanted to start in 2017 because that would be the start of their playoff drought, but there were no rosters for the 2016 to 2017 season. Yeah, we're at the final day of the year, and yeah, the Hornets made, it's going to say Bobcats in the top right, but this team is the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets made the playoffs this year. This was a crazy year. We had Steph Curry being the unanimous MVP, and that happens in the sim. Rookie of the year was, where is Karl Anthony Towns? Oh wow, he's not listed as a rookie for some reason. It definitely was not D'Lo, but James Harden's in Houston, AD's in New Orleans, should be the Pelicans. And yeah, the Warriors went 73-9. I tried to make sure everything was as accurate as possible. I'm not gonna go through all the all NBA and all defensive team stuff, but yeah, I tried to make everything as accurate as possible. Even the seeding, I had to force win a lot of games to make sure the seeding was as accurate as possible. Like the Charlotte Hornets making the playoffs, Golden State winning 73 games, Cleveland being the 1 seed out east. I'm gonna try to kind of be an overseer of this rebuild a little bit. I'm not gonna try to emulate everything that happened exactly from 2016 on, but some things I do want to stay the same, like KD going to the Warriors after this postseason. It still went 7, but the Cavs win, and we got LeBron as Finals MVP, of course. Cleveland, this is for you. Kobe does not retire. He's supposed to retire at this point of the NBA history, but he doesn't retire there. I'm going to try to make the draft as accurate as possible. Obviously, this was the Ben Simmons draft. He went 1, followed by Ingram at 2 and Brown at 3. All right, so I try to make it as accurate as possible. Players going to their accurate teams and stuff. Ben, Ingram, Jaylen Brown. Couldn't find Dragan Bender. Dunn to Minnesota, Hield to New Orleans, Murray on Denver. And then in the later stages of the draft, Sabonis to OKC, Siakam to Toronto, DeJounte to San Antonio in the late first round, Damian Jones to Golden State, Zubac to LA, and Caruso. I think he went undrafted, actually, but I just have LA drafting him again. Brogdon to Milwaukee, and same thing with Van Fleet. He went undrafted, actually, but I just had Toronto draft him. This is like the turning point of the modern NBA, I'd say. The 2016 off season. How is... Oh, you know what? Maybe KD actually had a player option. Yeah, it looks like he did have a player option, so I'm just going to change that. And I think I'm just going to have to turn off the salary cap momentarily to make sure these signings happen. So KD, we're going to change the contract. We're going to change it to, I think it was like a 2+1 or something. He's going to Golden State. I can't remember if D Wade signed with Chicago this offseason or next offseason. It might have been this offseason. Oh, they might have gotten D Wade and Rondo in this upcoming. I could be thinking a year too far in advance, but I think this is when D Rose got traded to the Knicks. D Rose. Was it D Rose and Joakim Noah? Oh my God, this was such a minimal trade package. Jose Calderon, Jerian Grant, and Justin Holiday. The Knicks even have them on the roster. They got Calderon. I'll just attach 2 second-round picks, I guess. Now I can kind of hop into the rebuild aspect of things for my team. Oh wait, this is the year Batum got that. God, he got that max contract. Oh shit. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to him. We're gonna give him that max. Actually, we'll do 16. I forgot what it was in real life, but the salary cap I think is 5 years behind. So, okay, I think we have our accurate roster for the 2016 and 2017 season. Now we can actually take control of the 2016 to 17 Charlotte Hornets. We got Kemba progressing, Batum progressing. He's probably going to regress soon, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. He's on that contract. We got to deal with it. I'm taking on the 2017 team, not the Hornets in the offseason. So yeah, let's take a look at this team. We got Kemba Walker. He's going to be untouchable. He's going to be the marquee player for us. Kemba Walker, everybody else on this team is expendable. This team is not good enough to really be a factor in the Eastern Conference. I'm not going to let last year's playoff appearance kind of fool us into thinking that we can be a factor in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be a selling team, pretty much. But I'll let things play out. We have our pick, right? We have our pick for this upcoming season. Obviously, Kemba and Batum are getting the most minutes on the team. I want to see if we can develop Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He didn't pan out into what everybody hoped he could have been. I thought he was 6'7", not 6'6". But he'll be playing the 4-4 starting lineup of Kemba, Bellinelli, Batum, MKG, and Hibbert. Roy Hibbert, man. Off the bench, we got Marvin Williams, Jeremy Lamb, a young Jeremy Lamb, Kaminsky, Hawes, and Zeller. We do not need to play that many bigs. Let's play Ramon Sessions, Lakers legend. See how the team plays. I assume they'll be bad. They should be bad. I'm hoping to be bad so we can have like a top 5 pick and get maybe Tatum or De'Aaron Fox, Jonathan Isaac, Lauri Markkanen, Malik Monk, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo. Okay, so yeah, I forgot about this class. Obviously, we're not going point guard because we got Kemba there, but a wing like Jason Tatum, Lauri Markkanen, even a big like Bam Adebayo, that would be a nice fit with Kemba. We are above 500 right now. 13-12, 5th in the conference. We're not performing according to plan, though Kemba's balling out 20 a game. Batum has not hit his fall off just yet. And Jeremy Lamb is playing well for us off the bench. Okay, I'm going to sell on this team as soon as possible. But this is pretty much where we don't want to be. This is where Charlotte has been over the past, decade? Never good enough to be a factor in the playoffs, let alone a contender. Never bad enough to have a guaranteed top 5 pick, besides when they got LaMelo and recently when they got Brandon Miller. Definition of NBA purgatory. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen because we're going back in time and changing things for the better for the Charlotte Hornets. Where are the Thunder in the standings? Without KD now. They're 4th. Russ. Oh, Thanasis is in OKC. First for Marco Bellinelli. Thunder get a sharpshooter to surround Russ with. W. Now we can look to trade Marvin Williams, who could have some trade value. Here we go. The Wizards are 3rd in the East with Wall, Gortat, and Bradley Beal. He should be here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like he's injured, but they're 3rd in the East, looking to contend. So we're going to trade them Marvin Williams and a 2nd-round pick for Chris Humphries or Chris Kardashian and a protected pick in, I think, this upcoming draft. Boom. Actually, no, 2 years from now. 2 drafts from now. So that will be the 2018 draft. Hibbert's going to be untradeable. I think those are all the trades I would want to make. Kaminsky should not be 31 years old. Okay, we go on a bad losing streak to end the year. And we finished 10th, which probably is where the Hornets finished in real life. This is the Russell Westbrook MVP year for sure. And here are your seedings. So we got Milwaukee first place already with Giannis, a young Giannis. Healthy Jabari Parker. So this is like a what if transpiring. 46 from the field, 36 from 3, followed by Batum. MKG was our third leading scorer. That's a good sign. 57 from the field. Jeremy Lamb, 13 off the bench. Hopefully we can develop him. League leaders around the league. It was James leading in scoring, followed by Russ, PG, Braun, Cousins, Dame, KD, Giannis, IT, and Curry. This was the first of KD's rings in Golden State, and that stays true, but they beat Milwaukee this time. KD Finals MVP, so that holds true. KG retires, Ray retires, Tim Duncan. Draft lotto, okay. 13th best odds, holy shit. That's not what we want. We have 13. Pistons got the #1 pick. So we'll just see who falls to us. There's no point of trying to trade up or anything. Brad Stevens is out here, so we're going to fire Steve Clifford and get Brad Stevens. Welcome to Charlotte, my guy. I hope you can change things around here. Now, just because we have 13 doesn't mean we're not going to get a good player. Teams can make mistakes ahead of us. Like Kyle Kuzma going #1 to Detroit. At least he stays home. So who's available? Lonzo, Fultz, Jared Allen, OG Anunoby. You know what? Jared Allen probably makes the most sense. Best player available is Lonzo. But I have Kemba. But I mean, they're two different point guards, so maybe they could coexist. But it would be nice to draft maybe our franchise center going forward, possibly. But I think I could trade up to get Jared Allen. I will draft Lonzo.
What impact would Lonzo have on the Hornets? Because they clearly need some help.
Man, Lonzo had that same impact Magic had.
Oh, God. Offer they want 2 seconds. They're going to give us a second back. Sometimes we're going to make that happen. So we can draft Jared Allen. Perfect. All right. Okay, we're going to move Lonzo to the 2 guard so we can start next to Kemba because I like that defensive fit that he has. He's an unrestricted free agent, but we can bring him back. We're going to give him a 3-year deal. Bring in JJ Barea and Corey Brewer. Hell yeah. For nostalgia. And let's see what Brad Stevens wants to cook up for us. Kemba, Lonzo, Batum, MKG, and Jared Allen, just how I want it. Okay, we're not playing 8 players only in the regular season. Are you insane, Brad? Off the bench is Lamb, Zeller, Hawes, Kaminsky, and JJ Barea. All right, we're into December, and we're mid. 8-12, 7th in the conference. East should be really bad if 8-12 is good enough for 7th in the conference, but Kemba's hooping. 25 a game. Batum's putting up 16. Only 1 assist. What the hell? He's supposed to be like a playmaking forward for us. Jeremy Lamb, 15 off the bench. MKG is still shooting 65% from the field, so he's playing well. Jared Allen in his rookie year, 10 and 7, 1.3 blocks. Lonzo is struggling, and he did struggle in his first year in the league, but goddamn, that efficiency is tough. Hopefully he can grow through it. Because I want him to be like that playmaking defensive guard next to Kemba in the backcourt. 8-12 just to be 7th in the conference. I was hoping to be like a bottom tier team again so that we could have another good pick, but the East is just so bad, man. Okay, we are going to finish out 35 and 47. I think that's at 11th in the top right. Giannis wins Finals MVP in this sim. Herb Rush.
Who?
Rookie of the Year. Interesting. But Russ is in Houston. I don't know how. KD is in Denver? Also, KD wins his ring just to prove himself and then dips. That's insane. We got no Golden State in the conference finals. Minnesota gets dropped off. We got New Orleans versus Dallas and Milwaukee versus Philly. So the process is accelerated. Giannis's progression is accelerated. The process has Philly in the finals against New Orleans, and Philly comes out on top. Reggie Jackson. Oh my God. This rebuild is insane. Reggie Jackson's not even in the top 5 of this team, but he won Finals MVP. We got Kobe retiring finally. Oh, wait. We traded our pick to Chicago? Okay, there was some type of protection on it. I forgot what it was. So we have our pick at 9, thankfully, for this 2018 class. So we can get somebody for sure. So Jaren goes 1 to LA. Wow, you guys had, and you give him number 34. Isn't that Shaq's number? Isn't that retired? And they get Shea as well. Ayton and Sack and Bamba and ATL. Mikal Bridges is here. MPJ. MPJ or Mikal? You know what? Let's just go MPJ. Get some scoring on the wing. Obviously, Mikal is the better player nowadays, but who knows? Things could have transpired differently if MPJ didn't have a nagging back injury and didn't go to Denver. Might have more usage with us, you know, things like that. We need to bring back Jeremy Lamb and get a backup 2 guard. So Jeremy Lamb, here you go. Take a 3-year deal. And we'll get a backup point guard, I think is what I meant to say. You know what, let's sign Patrick Beverly. Let's see if he can provide some win now abilities for us, because I don't want to tank another year. Patrick, welcome to Charlotte. My guy Giannis went to Miami, so they drafted Luka and were able to sign Giannis. Lonzo's up 4. Jared Allen. Oh yeah, he goes up 2. Nice. Slow progression. Starting lineup saying Kemba, Lonzo, Batum, MKG, and Jarrett. Off the bench we got Pat Bev now with Jeremy Lamb, Cody Zeller, Kaminsky, and Hawes. I think we got too many bigs. He's another wing off the bench. We gotta play MPJ, so we're gonna take Hawes' minutes and we're gonna give them the MPJ. 8th in the conference, 26 and 26, perfectly 500. Kemba's still doing his thing. Batum solid, overpaid, but solid. Jeremy Lamb 13 off the bench. Jared Allen up to 57% from the field, 2 blocks a game. Lonzo 38 from the field, 34 from 3. Just got to keep working on his efficiency. I'm not giving up on him though. Offensively, we are 8th, and defensively, we are bottom 3rd. So top 3rd in offense, bottom 3rd in defense. So we're gonna give up Jeremy Lamb and a 2nd-round pick for Jay Crowder to fortify our defense on the perimeter and on the wings. Oh, Jared Allen torn Achilles out for the season. That is tough. Kemba's up for an extension, so we're obviously gonna give it to him. And in spite of the Jared Allen injury, we're a playoff team. 44 and 38, 6th in the Eastern Conference. Improvement. Cat is winning MVP in year 3 of his career. But yeah, we got the 6th seed sick to face Atlanta in the first round. And we win game 1. Okay. Who's on this Atlanta team nowadays? They still got Millsap and Horford and Teague. Schroeder, Teague, Gallo, Bamba, Adams. So that front court is entirely different, but they still got Teague and Schroeder in the backcourt. Okay, Lonzo is going to be out for this series. That's tough, but we go up 2-0. Is Kemba hooping for us? Of course he is. 46 and 7. Sheesh. Let's go at 3-0. 2-1. 2-2. Up 3-2. 4-2. So we advance. I don't know when the last time it was that Charlotte advanced in the playoffs, but we've done it here to face Indiana. This is obviously Paul George, Indiana. And we're doing this without Lonzo, without Jared Allen, which makes it even more impressive. Ty Lawson, Bradley Beals in Indy, PG, and a young Miles Turner. Sheesh, that's a good team. Not gonna lie. Damn good team. But we're down 3-0. We get swept. That was a good team. That was a damn good team. 2nd best team in the East. They lose in the conference finals to Philly, and Philly goes back-to-back with the process, and now KCP is winning finals MVP. What? We have a pick anywhere in this draft? Oh, via OKC, we have their pick at 5. Garland, Tyler Hero, Cam Reddish, Kobe White. Okay, so we could end up with somebody, or we could trade the pick. So obviously, oh my God, Memphis traded for the number 1 pick. So they get Zion. They traded Gasol and some other asset for the number 1 pick. They get Zion. Oh my God, they had the chance to draft Zion and Ja, and they draft Zion and Brandon Clark. RJ Barrett's drafted at 3. Ja goes to Orlando. So yeah, Tyler Hero's here. But honestly, if I could, would trade for Kristaps in New York. He could be disgruntled. This was around the point in time where he did get disgruntled. Whoa, they are holding on to Kristaps. I didn't think it'd be this tough to get him, but we had to attach 3 first-round picks to Batum to get Kristaps. I think it was worth it, though. Regarding free agency, I only got Zeller to really worry about, and Kaminsky, I guess. Need a backup 2 guard and a backup 5. Monte Ellis is still in the league. Holy shit. We have cap room for, I guess this is our mid-level exception. Now we actually have cap room. And I think I want to get Larry Sanders as my backup center because he's a really good system fit. So we'll do that after. We're going to get Monte on, does he have any contract offers? No. We're going to get Monte on, we'll start at 8.75, doing a team option 1+1. We're announce the rights on everybody else, and I want to get Larry Sanders as my backup center on a 2-year deal. Boom. Make that happen. Now this team is way better. Now let's just sign some cool third string guys. But KP's regressing. Lonzo goes up to an 83. Monte only goes down 1. Jared Allen goes up 2 in spite of the injury. MPJ goes up 2. Okay. Year 3 lineup. Kemba, Lonzo, Crowder, Porzingis, Jared Allen off the bench. Monte, MKG, Larry Sanders, Pat Bev, and it should be MPJ because we're going to a 10-man rotation. Perfect. 7 seconds under Brad Stevens, 4-star proficiency. You love to see it. I like where this team is at. I'm thinking top 4 in the Eastern Conference at the very least. Okay, trade deadline, and I was hoping for top 4 in the East. This team has done that and then some. Second in the East, 31-21. Kemba obviously leading the way, 22 a game, followed by KP, who we traded for. Monte Ellis off the bench, 16.5 a game. MPJ off the bench, 13.5 a game. We have dynamic scorers off the bench with Monte and MPJ. Jared Allen, the rim protector, 10 and 8 a game, 1.3 blocks. Lonzo, still struggling to shoot above 40% from the field, but he's rebounding, he's getting dimes, getting steals, you know. We've been pretty healthy. Walker and Porzingis have played all 52. Jared's played 47. Lonzo's played 50. So we've been pretty healthy. No significant injuries for the Hornets now, not the Bobcats. We're 12th offensively. And defensively, we are only 11th for 8th in differential. Okay, so we're lining this trade up. Jay Crowder for Joe Ingles. Now, a couple reasons. I was mistakenly under the impression that we were starting Jay Crowder at the small forward and MPJ was coming off the bench. But Brad Stevens chose to start MPJ. So he's in the starting lineup and things are fine. But we can stand to add more offense off the bench with MPJ in the starting lineup. And we're going to do that. Mainly a marksman, a sharpshooter, and that's who Joe Ingles is. I know Jay Crowder is shooting 45% from 3, but it could be fool's gold. He only has a B- rating. And Joe Ingles, on the other hand, has an A+ 3-point scoring rating. And he'll probably shoot at a great clip on higher attempts per game. So we're doing that. He's going to be that. Oh, hang on. Let me attach some second round picks then. All right, boom. Oh, and the trade made sense for the Cavaliers because they needed a defender, a large defender on the perimeter with Kyrie and Mitchell. You want a nice defender next to K-Love on the wing. We add some shooting off the bench, and now we have a lineup of same starting 5 and off the bench as Monte, MKG, Sanders, Patrick Beverly, and Joe Ingles as that 10th man, that marksman for us. So I think we're ready to progress with things past the trade deadline. Right as I took a bite of the ramen I just made, Kristaps dislocates his left patella. Out for the year. Man. Good thing we kept MKG so he can slot into the starting power forward, but goddamn, that's tough. That's going to hurt our playoff chances and just our seeding as we get into the latter stages of the regular season. So we're 42-37 here. We're somehow second. We end the season 45-37. I don't think we're supposed to be second in the conference. LeBron MVP, Zion Rookie of the Year. Monte Ellis, 6th man, that's our boy. Okay, so it says we're second in the bottom right, facing New York in the first round. I just want to see something real quick. Yeah, Philly is 50 and 32. How are they not second? Brooklyn is 49 and 33. How are they not second? I think it's some type of glitch with doing a historic rebuild in 2K. I don't understand, but individual stats pretty much held consistent. We're going to be without Kristaps for day to day, so he's going to come back for this playoff series. You love to see that. So let's just go down to a 9-man rotation early on. And we are facing New York. Oh, Kristaps Porzingis Revenge Series. And he's back right on cue. Melo's still there. Derrick Rose is still there. They have Pascal Siakam. Okay, we take game 1 and 2. Last year we got to the second round. And this year we matched that, winning 6 against New York. Now we're facing Indiana again. Rematch of last year's second round. They swept us last year. They still got PG. They got Bradley Beal. Still got Ty Lawson. Their front court is weak though. They got Chris Humphries and a young Time Lord. We take game 1 and 2. Okay, it's 3-2. Let's simcast this last game, potentially last game, game 6. They dog us in the first half. I don't know if we're coming back from that. I mean, we could. Oh, take the lead in the fourth. Up 8. Oh my God, we're going to the conference finals. Let's go. Kemba Walker 31 in a closeout game. MPJ 24. But hell yeah, conference finals against the Process 76ers. They got 2 finals MVPs on their team. Where's Ben Simmons? Where is Joel Embiid? Ben Simmons is hurt. Oh, what the hell? They got no Embiid? Brooklyn. Oh wow, they just didn't re-sign him. That's crazy. The Process without Embiid because he left and without Simmons because he's injured. We take game 1. Oh, they tie it up. Oh, they take game 3. Oh no, what? This was the opportunity to go to the NBA Finals and we scuffed it, guys, unless we come back from 3-1. Do they got it? It's tied at 150 left. I'm hopping in. We got no Kemba Walker right now. Oh, that means he's not injured. He fouled out, huh? Oh. Wait a sec. 80 overall, he's injured. Fantastic. Sprained right knee. So we're without Kemba. This is pretty much our best lineup that we can have without Kemba. So how do we get offense? I think we go to KP. Oh, yeah, mismatch here. Mismatch. I should have just went to the rack there. Drop step. Bucket, okay. I'm on Hall of Fame, right? Yeah, I'm on Hall of Fame. I saw off good defense, Lonzo and KP in the pick and roll with Kelly Olynyk as the big defender. Okay, they switch it. This is easy. We might get a double team somewhere. But if they don't double team, free money. All right, no threes primarily. No threes. I'm over on that Middleton screen. We'll live with that. I don't think they're going to foul. Monte Ellis, man. He revitalized his career in Charlotte. Oh, they are fouling. That's weird. They could get a stop. And they could have got a stop and potentially tied it, but oh, that was a horrible free throw. Perfect. There we go. All right, we stay alive. This was the Lonzo Ball game. He damn near had a triple-double. So we stay alive. We force a game 6. Monte had 28, KP 27. Talked about Lonzo. MPJ 21. So yeah, bright sign is that we forced the game 6, but it looks like without the series, or for the remainder of the series, we're going to be without Kemba, which is tough. 1 to 2 weeks. They don't have Ben Simmons, so maybe those two cancel out, us missing Kemba, them missing Ben. Close game going into the second half. They're starting to pull away. Okay, so we made it to the conference finals. We're 1 step closer to making it to the finals. Clippers with Chris Paul. Did they have Chris Paul, DJ, and Blake on that team? Of course, Blake was injured, but they finally get over the hump and they actually get a chip. JJ Redick there too. I'm gonna do one more year. Championship or bust for me. Okay, so this is the 2020 draft class in which the Timberwolves get the #1 pick, so they can end up with Anthony Edwards still. So we have our pick at 19. and no other picks. So we have a decent little pick that we can do something with. So the Timberwolves actually took James Wiseman. LaMelo ends up in Washington, Halliburton in Boston, Ant falls to 4 for Utah. So remaining at 19 for us is Isaiah Stewart, Precious Achiuwa, Killian Hayes, Devin Vassell, Tyrese Maxey. And yeah, I'm taking Tyrese Maxey. Except the option on Lonzo, Monte, Jared Allen, MPJ. Yeah, most importantly, we need a backup small forward. And we can bring in a Harrison Barnes. Hell yeah, let's do that. And then like a minimum point guard. Probably be bringing back Patrick Beverly. Can we sign them both? We can. Pretty quiet off season, but I still like it. Kemba goes up to an 87. Lonzo up to an 85. Regression for Monte, but progression for MPJ, Jared Allen, even MKG. Okay, let's get a rotation done. Final year. Kemba, Lonzo, MPJ, Porzingis, Jared Allen off the bench. Monte, Harrison, MKG. I'm getting MPJ and MKG mixed together. KG, Patrick Beverly, and Larry Sanders getting the 10th spot. So we have some third string guys that are on tradable contracts. We have a young Tyrese Maxey who could have a lot of trade value. If I need to make a win now trade to make this team a 50-win team, then we have some pieces to make that happen. Okay, pulling into the trade deadline at 31-20. I feel like this may be an identical record to what our record was at the trade deadline last year, but we are 4th in the conference. Kemba, as always, leading the way, followed by KP, Monte, MPJ, Lonzo. He's above 40% from the field. Oh yeah, this might be our year. 13, 6.5, 10 assists. Career year for him. Offensive rating, 5th best. Defensive rating, 10th. So top 10 defense, top 10 offense. That's the recipe for being a title contending team. We have the 2nd best rating differential in the league, but we are far behind that of Brooklyn. Trey and Tatum. Trey and Tatum are killing the league. Oh, they have Joel Embiid. I forgot, but he's injured right now. Trey, Tatum, and Embiid. That's a crazy big 3. We're going to have to go through them if we want to make it to the finals. And looking at this team, we got a nice big 3 of Kemba, Lonzo, and Porzingis. I feel like I got to add a star if I want to be like an actual title contender and have a chance of beating Brooklyn. It has to be either at the small forward or the center. And we'll go to Detroit. They still got Andre Drummond, rebuilding team. 4-star value. Going to be a similar package. Monte and Barnes. That makes the money add up. And if I attach 1 first-round pick and 3 seconds, they agree. I said I was going all in. That kind of hurts our bench. You know, losing Monte, he was our 6th man. So I could really use some scoring off the bench now. Ingles. Okay, I like having Joe Ingles as our marksman. Now I don't really need Larry Sanders because I have Jared Allen off the bench. So we're going to try to trade Larry Sanders for like a 6th man type of shooting guard. Or maybe I'll trade Jared Allen. You know, he's going to have more value. I'm going to make this trade. We're going to get Bogdanovich from Indy and a 1st-round pick for Jared Allen. They get maybe their franchise center because it doesn't look like it's going to be Robert Williams. Damn, Dennis Smith Jr. progressed to an 86. Sheesh. Oh, yeah, we're making this trade. Welcome, Bogdan. So now, same starting 5 off the bench as MKG, Bev, Sanders, Bogdan, and Ingles gives us that shooting. All right, we're good to go. We reloaded for the latter half of the year for that hopeful championship run. There it is, 50 wins. Drummond, god damn it. He can play through it. 50 wins for the squad, man. We turned this team into a 50-win team built around Kemba, and we are going to end up with the the 4th seed. What? I think we were battling for the 2 seed or 3 seed. Ben Simmons is winning MVP awards. Shout out to him. James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year. Quite a alternate universe we're in. Ben MVP, Wiseman, Rookie of the Year. We have the 4 seed, so we got home court advantage for the 1st round. The Eastern Conference was really competitive this year because 50 wins only gets you the 4 seed, but Kemba led the way, followed by KP, Drummond, MPJ. What did you shoot from 3, my guy? 33%. Damn. Lonzo, career year for him. Bogdanovich, 11 off the bench. He played 84 games because of the trade. MKG's been consistent, man. He shot above 60% from the field for the past 3 years. Crazy. We end the season as our offense was 4th, and our defense went up to 4th. 4th in both. 2nd in rating differential. Closed that gap on Brooklyn. Okay, let's pay it forward in the playoffs. We got John Wall and DeAndre Jordan as the dynamic duo in Washington. They take game 1. Okay, we split. We got to get home court advantage back, guys. Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no. Well, that's underwhelming. I thought this was a title contending year for us, and we get bounced in the first round. But I mean, hey, mission accomplished. We got a competent team around Kemba Walker, a certified playoff team around Kemba Walker, and a young team, really, that's still growing. We got Andre Drummond and Porzingis just hitting their primes. We got Lonzo still getting better, and PJ. And Kemba is still smack dead in the middle of his prime. So, you know, in this alternate universe, I think Charlotte Hornet fans would be happy, and Kemba would be happy to stay.